All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word, and all truth and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. Now I want to get into this topic here, the destruction that's going to come to Babylon, okay? This is prophetic, time and time, and time is speeding up. Every, couple of days or so, or every couple of hours, or every 24 hours, we're seeing provocative actions, happening with the Russians, the Chinese, different areas, man. And this is all prophetic. This is all something, what the Lord said shall happen, okay? To us, we know, because we're in the know. The Lord gave us the knowledge to know, okay? So, what's about to happen to Babylon? It's not a joke. It's going to be, the biggest event. When they have those WrestleManias and whatnot, and Floyd Mayweather fights and whatnot, this is going to be the biggest event worldwide, okay? It's going to top all of those events worldwide, okay? What's about to happen or take place in Babylon is not a joke, okay? This is why we tell you, hey, you gotta be careful what people you're listening to or following, okay? Because if they're not telling you about the MOTB, the destruction of this place, you know what I mean? What's to come down the pipe for our people, Jacob's trouble. If they're not steering you in the right direction, you need to get the fuck away from that camp, okay? You need to get the fuck away from those people, because they're not telling you what's really about to happen, okay? They thinking prosperity. They're thinking like the church's prosperity doctrine. Psalms 49 and 11. Because you got to remember, people are sellouts here, man. They didn't come to do this work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sincerely. They came to do it with hidden intentions, okay? So this place here, or better yet to say Babylon, is going to be destroyed horribly. And I always said that, Canada's going to get hit, Canada's going to get hit, But the apostle elders have proven the point. They said, nah, man. I remember, they were talking on the streets. I think it was Elder Sakaran that was making mention, or reading the scripture, and making mention how the angels can hold back the winds, okay? They could hold back that destruction from, hitting here, because I always thought in my mind, if something goes off in, let's just say, New York, obviously it's going to get touched over here, right? But they had made the point that, the angels will be holding back the winds, man. Centering that fire, controlling that fire, or centering it, you know what I mean? Just to Babylon. But, sometimes you think in your head, because you're reading scriptures about the blood of him who shed it must be blood, or the blood, whosoever shed that blood, their blood must be shed, okay? So, in other words, I was thinking the nukes are going to hit Canada as well, but, you got to remember there's also the chariot, the angels, you know what I mean? So going into this, I named this Woe Woe Woe, okay? Woe on to Babylon, okay? And there was another thing that I wanted to get right real quick, Ophir, okay? And here is known as the land of Ophir. Because when Solomon had sent those ships over here, he had sent them for a bird that is native to this land. It says peacocks, but when you go into it in the Hebrew, it says turkey. Okay, turkey, okay? North America, the turkey is a large bird in the genus, can't pronounce that word, native to North America, okay? You can go on to read the rest. But, yeah, this place right here, Ophir, this place is going to be reduced to ashes, man. This is something that's already prophesied in the scriptures. This is why they hate when we're speaking. Amos chapter 5 and verse 10, okay? So let's go into the scriptures right real quick. I wanted to get what this brother was saying, okay, about the body, you know, because I did some, little search, but could have gone a little bit
Babylon,
deeper, but let's hear
to
what the brother was
Babylon,
saying here.
fan her, that shall fan her and shall empty her land. So when those missiles are shot, okay, America is highly flammable. Okay, heck, you are highly flammable.
Yup. And what he said about America is highly flammable. Yeah, all the materials, all the plastics, all the microplastics, all the gas, all the cars. You know what I mean? Them fucking Teslas. It's one big fire pit, man. Okay, ready to go off. And yes, we are
Okay,
flammable to a degree. Okay.
the scriptures talk about fire and brimstone.
That's why
Okay,
they got us putting on. That's why they got people putting on these type of. First of all, these kind of clothes we're not even supposed to be wearing, and then the makeup and stuff like that. That's flammable. The natural human body, it's not even
Yep.
really flammable like that. It's
right.
hard to catch fire.
But you have gases inside of us.
Right.
You know,
Yep. But what the brother was saying is true because our body is made up and composed mostly of water, right? But what the other brother was saying is true as well. You have methanes and a lot of things that we wear on our bodies, and the other brother had made mention of it. You know, you're putting on all these makeups and
that
whatnot,
that
you know.
Carbon.
So
methane gas.
continuing.
You know, you have like somebody poop or whatever they fart.
That's
You can
carbon
light,
dioxide.
you can light that with a fire and stuff like that. People be thinking that's funny, you know. But there's it's called fire and brimstone, right? Brimstone goes to the sulfur, which helps that fire burn at the highest degree. Everything out here, okay, has a form of sulfur in it.
So it's going to help unite the fire.
Yeah, it's gonna help expand that fire. First off, the missiles is already a hot fire anyway. Okay, but then when you combine the fact of the sulfur, and that's keeping that fire going. You know what I'm saying? And that fire is gonna be burning for a very long time. Okay, so everything that we see right now, the people, these cars, these buildings, the materials. Okay, the scriptures talk about the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay, go ahead.
God. So you heard what the brother was saying? Let's go into something real quick. The human body is largely composed of water, making it very difficult to burn. Some have suggested the fat in a human body could act as a fuel source, and the victim's hair or clothing might act like a candle wick. known as the wick effect. So what the brother was saying also with the the body is largely composed mostly of water and whatnot, right? It would be difficult within this atmosphere with the oxygen level for you to ignite, okay? But you do have to remember that these people are wearing clothing. Their diet is different as well, okay? You're here. A lot of stuff, chemicals that you're putting on your stuff, Slaki, on your body, yeah, it's possible, it's feasible, okay? Because the human body is composed mostly of water, and its only highly flammable properties are fat tissues and methane gas. You see that? I'm sitting right here right now looking at all these people, these dirty old Edomites coming to buy cheese, okay? Coming to buy cheese, man, and I'm looking at their stomachs, I'm like, damn, man. Overweight, fat, you know what I mean? That's a bunch of fat, man. A lot of these people's stomachs, that's fat. You'll hear the doctors talk about, man, he had like another human being in his stomach, or on his thigh, or on his back. Okay? And they're always pooping, passing gas. You know what I'm saying? They're full of that gas. Okay? Methane gas. So continuing, the possibility of spontaneous human combustion being an actual phenomenon seems remote, okay? But we're not dealing with spontaneous combustion. We're talking about nuclear destruction. Although they are not especially flammable, the one part of your body that burns easily is your hair, right? Your hair will burn. You see these chicks with these long ass nasty plastic nails, they'll burn too, okay? And your hair catch fire, all that fabric that you got on you, polyesters and whatnot, that's gonna stick to your body and stick to your fat. Become like napalm. How hot does the fire have to be to burn a human body? In fact, an extremely high temperature of 1292 degrees Fahrenheit is required to burn all the bones of the body. Even at this temperature, calcium phosphate will not completely convert into ash. Okay? But those nuclear missiles, they're going to be burning about 100 million degrees Celsius. You can stop this and read it for yourself. Okay? Just trying to even imagine, it burning like that is like, that's crazy. That's beyond measure. Okay? It says that that's 5 times that which occurs the center of the sun, okay? That's crazy. So going back into this, let's get into the scriptures real quick. Let's get into the NLT in Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. Let's read in the KJV first. Amos chapter 5 and 18, woe to you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. Okay, let's read it in the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who say, if only the day of Yahweh were here. You have no idea what you are wishing for. Okay, this earth is going to rock to and fro. And for those who are in Babylon and, the U-Hats land, you know what I'm saying? And some other places within the world where those things are going to hit. Mainly it's talking about Babylon being hit. But, hey, man, that day is going to be a fucking turned upside down and backwards day. It's going to be a day like none other, okay? The nukes are going to be going off over here. People are going to be going out of their fucking mind. They're not even... People are going to be sitting afar off looking at this shit happening on the internet and saying, my God, we read in Revelation, all the merchants. But at that same point, too, just remember the chariots are going to be getting down all over the place, okay? So it's not going to be a day of niceness. It's not going to be a happy old joy, clapping your hands. Even the enemies of Babylon are going to be like, yo, what the fuck? They're going to be scared, okay? You got to think about it, because they're going to be, yo, what about us? You know, what if that happens here? Imagine you see that. You wouldn't be pleased, man. I mean, you wouldn't be in such a, yo, let's go get some wine and, you know, dance the night off. And no. In your mind, you might be thinking, yo, what if that happens right here, man? You know? But it's not going to be a nice day, man. Isaiah chapter 24 and 20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. You know what? Let me see these translations for a second. Isaiah chapter 24 and 20. The earth has broken up. It has utterly collapsed. It is violently shaken. See that? The earth staggereth like a drunk. It tremble like a tent in a storm. It faileth, it falls, and will not rise again, for the guilt of its rebellion is very heavy. Okay? Just wanted to see what it says in the NLT. Let's go back to this. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay? So going back into this, when this place is hit, and going back into that scripture from before, verse 19, no, the earth isn't gonna, as they try to put it, broken up, okay, and utterly collapse. No. Because that's talking about the world splitting up in two and all types of, you know, people might read that and think that, you know, it's going to split in two, crack in two, it's going to be blown up and all this stuff. No. You go read in Ecclesiastes, it tells you different, okay? The earth abided forever. So going back into this, yeah, when those nukes go off, man, this place is going to reel to and fro. It's not going to be sitting like, yeah. That's why people are going to be, you know, shaking in their boots, as they say. Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 17. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day, and all the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for the fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. And that day, it's not going to be a nice day, man. The Lord is going to be fucking this place up, okay? Crushing this place up, man. It's not going to be nice at all. So let's go into this real quick. Isaiah chapter 2. That's why I said I labeled it Woe, Woe, Woe. This place is going to be fucking utterly destroyed, man. But, well, Babylon is going to be utterly destroyed, but it's not going to be a nice day, man. Isaiah chapter 2, in fact, Joel chapter 2 tells you that too as well. Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 10. Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for the fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty. Yeah, they're going to run into those holes. They're going to try and hide in those bunkers. As it tells you, Jeremiah chapter 16 and 16, fishers now, but hunters later. Okay? Roughly phrasing. Yeah, let's go to that real quick. I don't want to make this too long. Actually, 7 first. Hey, slack here. 1 Peter chapter 4 and 7. But the end of all things is at hand, right? We're in that time frame, okay? You know, the Lord said that he created that smith. We're in that time frame. The utilities, the objects, they're all here. All those things which are to be used for that destruction is here. So the prophecy is at hand. Though it tarry, wait for it. It's at hand. It's about to come down the fucking pipe, okay? And a lot of individuals, you know, they think it's a joke. They laughing. Oh, you Hebrew Israelites and your dresses that you're wearing, you know, making mockery, making fun. But the Lord is going to laugh in that day. And we're going to laugh, okay? Because here it is, we were telling you about this conundrum, about this action that's about to take place from your power, from your Lord and Savior, okay? From Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, to the prophets, to you, okay? We were warning you about this. He set up a watchman. He set up watchmen, okay? And all we did was told the truth. But here it is, we got antagonized, scrutinized, laughed at, spit at, shot at, called different names, all types of atrocities they did to the men of the Lord, okay? And we're still trying to bear with you and give you this word so you have understanding, so we could get the fucking blood off, your blood off our hands too as well, okay? But here it is, you're rejecting the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You're hearkening, you know, you're not hearkening onto the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So going back into this, 1 Peter chapter 4 and 7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Okay, watch unto prayer. Okay. So, you know, that's what we're doing right now. We're pronouncing all these things that are about to happen to you. But yeah, you're not even listening, man. We're the ones who are watching and praying unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. And when we're praying with all supplication, man. Begging that we don't be a part of this nonsense that's about to happen. Well, not nonsense, but judgment, okay? 1 Peter chapter 4 and 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it begin first at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? And we already know it. Tells you in 2 Thessalonians. Let me get that real quick. Right here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and 9. Who shall be punished with the everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. Okay? So all those who didn't believe this testimony, you know what's going to happen to you. You're going to get that ass whooping. Okay? Take this ass whooping. Okay? So, you know, hey, you didn't want to believe. The Lord didn't put that spirit upon you. Hey, that's it, man. That's it for your ass. Let's go to 2 Peter chapter 2. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. Yep, verse 1, and then we'll get 2 Peter chapter 3. Okay, let's get it. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresy, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Okay, and we know the false prophets, they're not telling the true word of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, they're not pronouncing these things like I was saying about the MOTB. You know what I mean? Jacob's trouble. You know, the list goes on. Continuing, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be spoken evil of. Yeah, your own wicked ways, okay? Evil ways, wicked ways. And through covetousness shall they with fringe words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. Yeah, this is set up for y'all, man. And you false prophets. It tells you about that in Jeremiah chapter 14 and 14 and verse 15. Okay? You're going to get caught up in this. You're going to get entangled. You're going to get entangled in this. Okay? For God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. These chains of darkness talking about this flesh. Okay? And spared not the whole world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And you know, the flood of Noah, okay? And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So you got these examples written in the scriptures, but yet our people don't hearken. Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. These things were written aforetime for our learning, right? That we through comfort and patience of the scriptures might have hope, if I'm not mistaken, or roughly phrasing. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, just in the same matter that we're, vexed with the filthy conversation of these wicked, seeing all the, wicked things that they're coming with, their wicked draconian laws, you know what I mean? Grievousness that they write, okay? Man. For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds, just like us. We're vexed day to day, complaining day to day unto Yahweh Shem Shai, okay? About all these atrocities that's happening here, man. All the wickedness that's happening here. You know what I mean? These people ain't listening to the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. You think Yahweh Shem Shai ain't frustrated? We're frustrated as fuck too. We're pissed off. Okay? To see our people in the condition that they are, walk around the condition that they are, knowing who we are, okay? Who our power is, okay? It's irksome to see your people all fucked up, okay? It's irksome to be on the bottom. 2 Ezra chapter 6 at the end talks about that. Okay, if we were to inherit this world, why don't we have this possession, man? You know? Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. We're sick and tired of this shit. And imagine if we're sick and tired of this shit, how much more the Lord, man? That's why that judgment must begin in the house of Israel first, man. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. And that also goes into let me go right here. Job chapter 21 verse 30. Job chapter 21 verse 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. And also in Proverbs too. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. Okay? So going back into this, verse 10, but chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lusts of uncleanness and despise government, presumptuous are they, self-willed, they are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Yeah, and you see these people, these young guys who come into this truth, you know, they don't speak highly of the apostle elders, those who are over them, okay? They don't speak highly of the governments of Israel, okay? The heads, the true heads. Come steal this word, and they back out there talking a bunch of shit. You see how the Sakari gets down, okay? And other individuals, okay? But hey, man, the Lord ain't playing no games, man. This place is gonna be destroyed. All right, and we're you know, soon enough the Lord is gonna have us shut up. Okay. Let me get this straight to the point. Straight to the point here. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and earth, which are now by the same word, are kept and stored, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Okay. This is coming down the pipe. The Lord has reserved this, man. This is the final farah, as they say. Okay, a hurrah, right? We go to that 10 to 12. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and then the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right? Babylon is going to be smelted. Okay? Melted like a snail, man. For the wickedness and for the perpetuation, keeping our people in traffic onto their idols, all these things, man. This place is gonna be taken out 1 hour, man. It's gonna be taken out, burned, finished, finito. Okay, this is why. Oh, going back into that video, Apostle Elder Ramlab just uploaded earlier. You know, the signs and wonders. This is for us to know. This is for us to see, because, hey, we're only speaking to each other. The elites know and we know. All the in-betweens, some of them, you know, scratching here and there, you know, they might get certain points, but they can't put it all, they can't even put it all together. And hey, even some of the circumcision can't put it all together, okay? So, hey, man, that's Yapa, okay? That's beautiful. You know, and Tawadi Yahweh Shemi Shai for opening our eyes, removing that that wax in our eyes, man. Taking the beam out of our eye so we could see these things. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right. You see these guys on a solemn event, they're out there with guns, sitting back like they're Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know what I mean? Others coming riding in on a fucking horse. It's really ridiculous, man. It's really ridiculous. I don't know how these guys read these scriptures, if they do read the scriptures. This is why we have to say that you guys seem like you're fucking set up, man. Like you guys were like paid for and bought by the FBI or CIA. Okay? You can't be a Israelite and fucking read these scriptures and still doing what you're doing, man. That's virtually impossible. What it has to be is that you sold out. You took the bag. Or you really have to be dumb or stupid or some shit. I don't know. Okay? Looking and what manner of conversation are we in? We're giving you prophecy, reproof, how to walk, study, all of that. The whole globe, okay? The whole globe of this, saying it like that, circumference, the whole full package, the full circle. We're giving you all. This is why they hate, you know what I mean? Supremely hate, you know, the message that GMS is coming with, or better yet, even, you know, the members of, right? But we're forced to tell the truth, man. Jeremiah says this word is like a fire in his belly, man. We got to speak the truth, okay? Looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So, hey, man, we don't know what you guys are looking for, and we don't know what you guys are looking at, but it seems like you're looking in the wrong direction. Okay? Like I said, this what's coming down the pipe here is not going to be funny. What the Lord has set up for this place is not going to be funny. And if you don't want to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and if you don't want to speak the truth, if you want to speak compromised words, hey, man, get prepared for a fire, man. Get prepared for that barbecue, okay? The national barbecue. Get down or lay down, man. Literally. Because the cherry's going to be getting down too in that day, okay? And the angels. There's going to be virtually no escape. You could try and run into a bunker. Well, it already reads in Isaiah that we shall go into those holes and pull them out. So, you know, there's no escape, man. No escape. So, hey, man. This is labeled Woe Woe Woe. And this is scheduled for this place, okay? All idols, all you lofty looks, all the lofty looks of man, it's going to be brought low, man. Okay? You're going to be brought to a low position. So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim, doing and pushing this word in all sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the world. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you, Akim, were edified. Lord willing, to the next.